What's going on, guys? Sir Wayne here, bringing you the next video of doctrines, and today we're going to be going over Pan-Asia, the surprise doctrine. And I haven't played this a whole lot. I just didn't really like it because they're more about obviously surprise. They're not. I'm really big in land units, and they're not. Like, I love land battles, and they're my go-to. They're more of air and naval, and they're not so good in the air, or not in the air, on land. So, but they have 20% movement speed, which is tremendous. View range 35%, which is absolutely stupid, and a terrain bonus of 20%. They also lose their negatives. They lose 10% of their hit points. And as we go down, so that's so very, very good stuff, overall. They have good infantry. They get their hit points back, the 10%. They get a force bonus, which is 30%. So combined with the terrain bonus, it's a total of 50% on terrain. Nice. Very, very nice. Or enforced, I mean. So basically the same as they would in city. So very nice. Next, they get the best artillery in the game, 15% against infantry, 10% cost, and then, which, it's all green, so it's all good. And the daily availability is early. So, let's see here, 15%. So artillery is naturally good against armor, not against infantry. So they're going to get a little bit of boost with that 15%. You go on the tanks, you get 20% against infantry with the AC. Not actual hit points, but you get a 20% boost. So that works out. So it's kind of nice. Now the light tank, it gets 15% against infantry and 15% more against light tanks or light armor. I don't like this unit at all. I don't like it at all. Light tanks. I mean, I like the speed, so you can really catch something. So I get that. So I guess it should be maybe worth building something out of it. Then your air is going to be interceptors. You get 15% attack range and you automatically get a better view range automatically. Was that 30%? 35%. Awesome. So really, really good. And then you get 15% versus any plane more damage. So automatically you got the best fighter in the sky. And then you get 15% against ships damage, 50% and against convoy, and 15% against ships. Right? I think that's what that is. Let me know below if I'm wrong, guys. I think that's right. But I mean, just by looking at it, that's me guessing. Ooh, you get a 10% damage versus everything against battleships, and you get a 10% hit points. So now you're going to have the best hitting, hard hitting ship in the sea with that freaking battleship. The availability of your aircraft carrier a little bit earlier, same as allies. And then you get a flying bomb earlier, which I wouldn't run. And who cares about nukes? If you pick this doctrine, you're definitely not with that. Day availability, minus 2 days, minus 2 days, minus 2 days. Ugh, or 2 days added. So as you can see, they're focused around air. They're focused around their naval, not so much of their actual military. Let's go to over here. And of course it does it again. I really wish Bastro would fix that. So basically what we're going to be doing is ruling the Navy in the air, and then just trying to manage on land units and depend on our other factors, naval and air, to help us out in the land to get us that W. So I come up with an idea, and I had my cousin do Pan-Asia and play Pan-Asia, and he's done fairly well. So but I come up with this doctrine. I talk with him over the phone and come up with this doctrine in my head, and he's been playing it, and he seems to be playing it with very, very, very well done. So basically, what is happening is he's got his air ruling there as usual. Not a shock there. They're very high. They're pretty high level. Attack bombers not so much against, but the tactical bombers are pretty high level. But as you can see, he doesn't have a whole lot, which is not what he's supposed to be factoring on. Now this is what he's factoring on. Level 5 interceptors. You go, buddy. And of course he's got the strategic bomber, so he is listening. He is knocking that out, and then he's got naval bombers, level 4, or not level 4. There are 4 of them. See here, he is running light tanks for the speed and AC to take these territories. All good and fine. And here's the battleships. He's going to run the battleships along the coastline and bomb them, take out all the enemy units. And meanwhile, the light tanks will run it up and take it all out. Look how fast it is. It's pretty fast. Very, very fast. All right. So, and then he's running battleships, double cruisers, cruisers, so he doesn't get blasted by air, and destroyers. He's got subs to take out convoys, which his destroyers were a little bit higher, but he's got plenty of them, and he is rocking those battleships out though. Level 4 is there. This game's pretty much over. Level 4 is there. Level 3's. Okay. So let's see what his land unit is. So like this map here is the 100. I haven't been able to bring you much because I've been sick. But I do plan on bringing you something as soon as there's something that really needs to be brought, because like we're already down to our last fight. All we have to do is fight Africa. Everything else has been pretty NPC. But I'll try to bring you something that's interesting on that if I can, as soon as I possibly can. So if I haven't already, maybe I upload it first. I don't know. So you can see his navy and then his air. We chose to go heavy artillery, a little bit of anti-air, because you just got to, and heavy infantry, on the levels there. And I don't know why he's got light tanks there, probably to shoot them out to take stuff whenever you can. Is that a tank destroyer? That is a tank destroyer. I don't know why he's running a tank destroyer. You don't get a boost. I'm trying to remember why we went that route. But anyway, that will be his basic land pack there. And then, but the main thing is to dominate with these interceptors that he's got, dominate the air. Those interceptors knock out everything. So he's got a really, really good strategy. Super, super fun playing as Pan-Asia. I can tell you that. I wish I would have played like this whenever I first started playing as Pan-Asia. I might have won. Yeah. Alright, so everything seems to be that. Excuse me. Let's see here. Got attack bombers there. Is he running? Oh no, that's my buddy. That's my California buddy over there. And he is just island hopping here and just taking everything out with a cruiser. Wow, good job. Good job. So, that's pretty much how you're going to be running Japan if you play Japan. That was what we thought was the best way to go. Or maybe that was the best way I thought it was go. And he did something a little bit different, but it'll be pretty much essentially the same thing. Battleships blowing everything up on your coastline and having naval superiority, and then your air force being mainly of fighters and just wiping out anything it comes along. And of course, a little bit of strategic bomb, attacker bombers as well, just to make sure that something like this don't sneak through, so you can deal with those with no worries. Don't want to be smashing into stuff with our light tanks or ACs, because we don't have much armor to go around. But other than that, that is going to do that for this video. And I would say that he is doing very well, because he is 4th place right now. So he has done very well with Japan. So, or Pan Asia. So that'll be it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe, guys.